A car dealership showroom, gleaming rows of imported cars. And suddenly, Donald Trump steps in with an announcement that could completely change the game. The former U.S. president has just pledged to impose sweeping tariffs on imported cars, if re-elected in 2024. It's not just a suggestion. This is a bold, aggressive move aimed at protecting American automakers, and it could have massive repercussions on the automotive industry worldwide. But is this strategy about patriotism, economic protection, or a political chess move? Let's dive into the details. First off, why is Trump making this pledge now? Well, it's no secret that Trump has long touted his America First philosophy, pushing policies that favor domestic manufacturing and limit foreign competition. Back during his presidency, he waged trade wars with multiple nations, notably China, aiming to boost U.S. production and reduce trade deficits. His new promise to impose tariffs on foreign-made cars feels like the next step in that vision. But this isn't just about steel, aluminum, or goods made across the Pacific. This time, he's going for something that hits closer to home: the cars many Americans drive every day. And let's be real here. This announcement is a shockwave through the global automotive market. Imagine European luxury cars, Japanese reliability, and South Korean tech-driven models becoming suddenly much more expensive. Trump is talking about imposing tariffs as high as 25%, a move that could make that sleek imported car in your garage a lot more costly if it was purchased post-2024. But is this price hike worth it to help American automakers? If we follow Trump's line of reasoning, the tariffs are designed to boost domestic production, encouraging companies like Ford, GM, and Tesla to produce more cars in the U.S. rather than outsourcing manufacturing abroad. But as with all bold moves, there's a flip side to this. Economists and critics argue that these tariffs could backfire spectacularly. First off, what happens to the consumer? You know, the person saving up to buy a car. Higher tariffs on imports would almost certainly mean higher prices. For many, that dream car, whether it's a BMW, a Toyota, or even a budget-friendly Kia, could suddenly become a lot less affordable. Here's where it gets more complicated: supply chains. Many American-made cars actually rely on parts that are imported. So even if you buy a car assembled in the U.S., the components that make it work, the engine, the electronics, even the tires, could become more expensive due to these tariffs. And what about the global reaction? European, Japanese, and South Korean automakers are not likely to sit back quietly. We could see retaliatory tariffs, trade disputes, and all kinds of international backlash. Countries that have strong automotive exports to the U.S., like Germany and Japan, may hit back with tariffs on American products, creating a tit-for-tat scenario reminiscent of Trump's previous trade wars. And let's not forget the auto dealerships. They'll be in the thick of this. Dealerships that rely on selling foreign-made vehicles could be caught in a tough spot. Unable to compete with skyrocketing costs, they might lose customers or even go out of business altogether. But, as Trump sees it, this is all part of the bigger picture: bringing jobs back to American soil. He's banking on the idea that over time, this strategy will boost domestic production and create a resurgence in American-made vehicles. But the big question is, will American automakers be able to scale up fast enough to meet demand? And if they do, will consumers be willing to pay the higher prices that often come with Made in America products? Critics argue that the automotive industry doesn't operate in isolation. It's a global market, intertwined with complex trade agreements, supply chains, and international relations. Imposing hefty tariffs may protect American jobs in the short term, but in the long run, it could hurt the economy by limiting choices, raising prices, and potentially igniting a trade war that could impact more than just cars. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the latest in politics, business, and global economics. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.